friends, my name is Maylin and welcome back to my channel. I'm a flutist, performer, and music teacher located in the city of Canada, and this is my channel where we learn everything flute. So thank you so much for joining me here today. In today's video, we'll be continuing with the Etudes book, so that would be the 76 graded studies for the flute, the red one, and we'll be doing page number 3, which is going to be studies 7 through 9. So as always, if you do have any questions throughout the video, please feel free to drop them in this comment section down below. I try to respond to them as soon as possible. Also, if you are having any issues when it comes to practicing, feel free to check out my free practice guide, also located in the description down below. It gives you 8 easy steps to follow to help you organize your practice sessions so you can get the most out of them, and to help you set your own musical goals as well. And also, if you do like this video series, please feel free to drop a like just so that I know you do enjoy these videos, and also to subscribe for more videos just like this. Alright, so let's just get right into today's video. So I'm going to start by putting number 7 right here up so you can see it. So this study is going to be really fun because this is all about rests and the staccato articulation. So what you should see is lots of quarter notes with those dots on top. Remember, those dots are called staccatos and they mean short and detached. So this one, I'm going to make sure I clap and count and also play it at half tempo and then at the complete tempo as well, just because this is going to be definitely a little bit tricky to start off with. Okay, so every time we see a rest, as we usually do, we're just going to do it like this. And definitely feel free, if you feel like this at the half tempo is a little bit too fast, feel free to go into the video settings here by clicking that little gear icon just on the bottom where you see the video player at. You can go to the playback speed and select a slower speed, and that can help you to clap along with this at a slower tempo. So to start with, I'll be having the metronome at a quarter note equals 72. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, very good. So this one is definitely a lot more tricky, so feel free to go over that one many times until you feel a lot more comfortable with that before moving on to the faster tempo. Let's make sure we take a look at our time signature and our key signature. So we are in F major, so we see the 1 flat there, so that means B flat. So it can either be F major or D minor. We don't see too many accidentals, we just see 1 B natural on the second line. But we start and we end on an F, so I'm going to say we're in F major. Now we're going to do it with the flute. So again, I'm going to be playing at a quarter note equals 72. Don't forget to take notice of the dynamic markings here. So we start at a nice forte, and then again, if you feel like you want to experiment with the dynamics as you play through the piece, since there's nothing else there, you can definitely do that as well. Otherwise, we're going to play it with a nice, strong, beautiful sound. 1, 2, 3. Very good. And some tips for this one, when it comes to playing staccato, make sure that you're mostly doing it with your breath support. Ha, ha, ha. Very slightly with your air. Just a little bit of tongue, but not too much. You don't want it to sound like you're slapping the tongue like this. Because then it really does, you don't get the quality of the sound. We want to make sure that we get a beautiful sound while it is still shorter and detached. Okay, so now we're going to clap it at the final tempo here. So that is 1/4 equals 144. So it's quite fast again. Feel free to take all your time with this one, definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that one's going to feel really fast. Just be careful with bars number 12 and bar 13. I feel like because we haven't really had any other rhythms like that where you rest the first beat and you rest the fourth beat, just to be careful with that, I would actually highlight that one for sure. All right, now we're going to play at that tempo with the flute. 1, 2, 3. Good for getting through that one. If you feel like that is really tricky, that's because it definitely is. Feel free to take as much time as you need with this one. You may get this really quickly, or it may take you a few weeks to get it, and that is completely okay. So now I'm going to be doing number 8. So I'm going to put it up right over here. So as always, let's start with our time signature and a key signature. So to look at the key signature, we have 1 sharp, and that's F sharp. So that means it can either be G major or D minor. And as we take a look at the first note and the last note, they both are G, and we don't see any accidentals. So I would say we are in G major. Also, we see a C there instead of any like 4/4 or 2/4 3/4. The C, it just means common time, and common time is 4/4. So that means we have 4 quarter notes per measure. Okay, and then with this one, of course, we're going to do the half tempo here. So that's going to be 60 beats per minute, and we're going to do the clap and count and then the flute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, very good. And with this one, again, you're going to be really focusing on the phrasing, so where the music is going, the melody is going up, or if it's going down, and then also with the articulation again. So make note where you do see the staccatos and where you don't see staccatos, and where you see the staccatos with the slur over top. The articulation should sound a little bit different from the ones with the staccato by itself and the staccato with the slurs. All right, so I'm going to play that now with my flute at that slower tempo, 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3. was really wonderful. So again, did you take notice of the difference between the staccato articulation and the staccato with the slower over top? They're a little bit different, but also very similar at the same time. So now we're going to go to the final concert tempo here. So we'll just do a quick clapping count with that, and then we'll also do it with the flute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, very good. Now we'll do it with the flute. So again, just make sure that whenever you can take a nice deep breath, do your best to take that, even though we are playing at a faster tempo. 1, 2, 3. That was wonderful. And now we're going to go on to the ninth study. So I'm going to put that one right up here. We're going to, of course, take a look at the time signature and the key signature. So with the key signature, we see the F sharp there. So that means we can either be in G major or D minor. And we look at the beginning and the end. So we're both starting on G again. We do have some accidentals in there. So we actually might have some suggestions of D minor in there, which is really exciting. We have that C sharp there, because the C sharp is the 7th, and in D minor, that means it would be the erased 7th. All right, so we'll clap the half tempo here, which again, 60 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and with this one, we do have some higher notes that I haven't covered on my channel just yet. So just to let you know what those higher notes are. On the first line, last bar, we are at a higher C, so that's the same fingering as the middle C, and you're just blowing up a little bit higher. I'll let you know what that sounds like when I play it. And then also at the end there on the last line, the third and fourth bar there, you're playing that a high A. With that first ledger line, we have B, and then higher C, and then high D as well. So if you haven't played those, feel free to skip this one, but if you do want to experiment with those higher notes, then feel free to check the fingering chart down below. It gives you the correct fingering if you take a look at the note there. But just to recap, the high A is just like your normal A, so that means you're going to have your first finger, your middle finger, your thumb, and your pinky down, and then your B is going to be the same as it was as your lower middle B. And the same thing with C. And the D, what you're going to be doing is you're just going to be lifting. So if you remember your middle D here, all you're going to do is lift up everything on your right hand. So you're just going to be playing 2, 3, and 4 in the back with your left hand. Okay, so now I'm going to be playing the half tempo with the flute. 1, 2, 3. So that was very beautiful. Again, if you're a little bit worried with those high notes, what you're going to do is with your air speed, so it has to be a little bit higher, a little bit faster, and then you're actually going to purse your embouchure a little bit more just so that you have that really nice focused air stream to go up into that higher register. And this one might take you, again, similar to number 7, it might take you a little while to get used to, especially if you're not used to playing in those higher notes. It can feel really, really hard and feel really, really high and shrill to your ears. That's okay. Take your time with it and really do your best with the long tones with those higher notes, and then feel free to play it at a really nice louder. Don't feel bad if it's a little bit too loud to start with. It's all about getting used to playing up in that higher register. Now we're going to be clapping and counting at that concert tempo, so quarter note equals 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and now we're going to be playing that with the flute. So this is going to be a quarter note equals 120. 1, 2, 3. So this one is a much larger jump from the last video, so if you feel like you're not quite getting it right away, that's completely okay. Feel free to come back to this video and replay the different sections by making sure by clicking the different timestamps so you don't have to keep watching the entire video through. But otherwise, don't feel hard on yourself and take the time you need to get all these studies at the right tempo at the right time for yourself. Alright, so thank you so much for joining me here today. As always, if you do have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. I do my best to answer them as soon as I see them. And of course, if you do have any questions when it comes to practicing, or you have any issues with getting yourself motivated or setting your musical goals, feel free to check out my free practice guide located in the description down below. And I just wanted to let you know that you are amazing and you are special and there's no one else like you. And thank you so much for joining me here today. And as always, happy fluting!